Have you ever felt like your own brain is, working against you? Like you really want to be productive, but there's just something holding you back? Well, in this explainer, we're going to change that. We are decoding the neuroscience of peak performance using some incredible insights from neurologist Dr. Sweta Adatia.
It's a feeling we all know, right? That super powerful urge to just hit snooze one more time, or to scroll on your phone instead of tackling that big, important thing you know you need to do. But what if you could actually change that? What if you could train your brain to not just put up with hard work, but to actually get excited about it?
Maybe we're even asking the wrong question here. According to Dr. Adatia, the real secret isn't some complex brain surgery or a magic pill to change the hardware inside your head. The secret, she says, is to systematically change your environment, your habits, and your daily routines. Basically, to rewire your reality.
So to rewire that reality, you first have to understand the internal battle that's happening inside your mind all the time. It's like this constant tug-of-war between two totally different parts of your brain, and they both have their own agenda. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got the watchman. This is your ancient, emotional limbic system. Its only job is to scan for threats and react with fight, flight, fear, or freeze. It's the reason you might snap at someone when you're stressed or just avoid a tough conversation. But on the other side is your CEO. That's your advanced prefrontal cortex. This is where all the good stuff happens. Logic, self-control, commitment, and making conscious choices. Now here's the kicker, the real power imbalance. For most of us, that reactive, fearful watchman is running the show up to 80% of the time. And that's what keeps us stuck in this loop of self-doubt, thinking about the past, and of course, procrastination.
So how in the world do you hand the controls over to your CEO? Well, the science is really clear on this one. The whole battle is pretty much won or lost in the very first hour of your day. This is your golden opportunity to intentionally set your brain up for success.
Dr. Adatia uses this fantastic analogy for what most of us do every morning. A blaring alarm jolts you from a deep sleep. That's like being in neutral gear. Then you immediately grab your phone, and bam, you're flooded with notifications and stress. You've just slammed the car into fifth gear. It's a total shock to your system that puts that reactive watchman immediately in the driver's seat. Okay, so instead of that brain jerk, you can use this powerful science-backed formula called movers to structure that first hour. Each step is designed to wake up your CEO brain, gently and intentionally. M is for meditation, O is for oxygenation, that's just deep intentional breathing, V is for visualization, E for exercise, R is for positive reading, and S is for scribing or journaling. And you don't need a ton of time, just 5 minutes for each one can totally change the entire course of your day.
Now let's zoom in on one of the most powerful steps here, visualization. And look, this isn't just wishful thinking or making a vision board. Real neuroscientific research shows that your imagination is an incredible tool that can create actual physical changes in your brain structure.
Check this out. In a famous study, researchers compared two groups of piano players. One group physically practiced every day. The other group, they just sat and vividly imagined themselves playing. And after 3 months, the brain scans were just stunning. Both groups showed nearly identical growth in the brain cells needed for playing the piano. So yeah, mental rehearsal is just as powerful as physical rehearsal.
Okay, so you've won the morning. Awesome. But how do you keep that peak state going all day long? The key is learning how to train specific brain waves, especially your alpha wave, so you can stay calm and focused even under pressure.
So what exactly is an alpha wave? Well, think of it as your brain's ideal gear for performance. It's not a sleepy state at all. It's a state of calm, relaxed alertness. When you're in alpha, you have way better access to your creativity, your problem-solving skills shoot up, and you can learn new things so much more easily.
And the best part? Building your alpha state doesn't require hours of complicated meditation. The two simplest ways are, first, to just sit with your eyes closed for 5 minutes. Don't try to stop your thoughts or anything, just kind of watch them go by. And second, try something called grounding. Just walk barefoot on grass or sand. That physical connection to the earth has this naturally calming effect on your whole nervous system.
Okay, so just like your body needs exercise to stay fit, your brain needs constant challenges to stay sharp and adaptable. And this is where something called neurobics comes in. It's like aerobics for your brain cells.
You have to understand, monotony is the enemy of a healthy brain. When you drive the exact same route to work, eat the same lunch, and follow the same routine day in and day out, your brain just goes on autopilot. It stops building new connections, and just like a muscle you never use, it starts to get weaker.
But you can fight this. You can do it with simple neurobic exercises. These are just small challenges that force your brain to create new pathways. Tonight, try brushing your teeth with your other hand. It feels weird, right? That's your brain working. Tomorrow, take a different route home from work. Even just rearranging the stuff on your desk forces your brain to snap out of autopilot and actually pay attention. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? I think the most important one is this. The brain of a high performer isn't something you're just born with. No way. It's something you build day by day through intentional practice.
And if you struggle with procrastination, this should make you feel a little better. A massive survey found that a staggering 95% of people say they're procrastinators. And why? Because our brains are fundamentally wired to conserve energy. They are naturally lazy. So this isn't some personal failing on your part, it's the biological default setting that you have to consciously work to override. Here's the ultimate payoff for all this work. By strengthening your CEO brain, your internal world, you build the mental and emotional toughness to handle any external challenge that comes your way. As Dr. Adatia puts it, failure is no longer some huge catastrophe, it just becomes a stepping stone. This internal wealth is the foundation that all external wealth and success are built on.
So when you boil it all down, success isn't about luck or your genes. It's a daily brain training exercise. You have the tools now. You have the science. The power to design your reality is literally right there, in your hands. So the only question left is, what's the first small step you're going to take to begin?